Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is Nash from Tesla and the Gong. I welcome you all to one more video here in this channel. And this is 3 videos in 3 days. I must say, I have surprised myself with this video. The reason for this video is twofold. One, I wanted to test the Yoke Steering Wheel in the rain. Here it's raining in Wollongong, so I thought it would be a good time to test the Yoke Steering Wheel. If you guys have not watched 2 of these videos, there are 2 Yoke Steering Wheel videos in the channel. The links to them are in the description of this video as well as in the top right corner. Please do watch them. One is a detailed step-by-step instruction of how to install this, and other one is a review of the Yoke Steering Wheel, my first impression, so to speak. Now, the second important reason for doing this video is I have a new software update. This is 2021.40.6. I did skip 40.5.1, so this one has got new features, so I thought I should talk about them. Now, let's have a quick look of what the 40.6 entitles the rest of the world, and we'll see what we have got here in Australia. So if you go to the app, not a Tesla app, and see what other features available, you'll see that there is add stop. So now you can have waypoints added to your maps. Finally, after coaxing Elon with multiple tweets and multiple messages, we have finally got waypoints. We'll test that out in just a bit. The next one is Tidal media improvements. So Tidal is an app where you can get lossless or FLAC music. Our Teslas support lossless format, and Tidal is one of the lossless formats. Now, there is a small pro tip here. If you do not want to use Tidal, but you already have FLAC format audio or music with you from elsewhere, you can still listen to those songs here in our Teslas by putting them onto a USB drive and plugging them onto the USB port, and that will show up in media as well, so you can use it. I have used it. The quality is phenomenal. We all know that the audio system in our Teslas is bar none, and so I have tried that, so you can try that too. The next one is active noise reduction, but that is only for the S and X, the new plate S and X, because they have the active mics near the seats, so that is useful for reducing the low frequency noises from the road by active noise cancellation. This was a promised feature and now it is activated, but only for the 2021 S and X. The next one, of course, we have weather improvements. Now, many a times we have only seen weather improvements, and it's actually nice to see a few more things in our release notes at this time. Now, rear display improvements are there, but again for the S and X alone. New language support, you can use British English. Traffic aware cruise control has a chime. Now, we have raised this point in previous videos as well. When you use the steering wheel to disable autopilot, the car goes into TACC or traffic aware cruise control and does not disable both. Whereas when you hit the brake, it disables both the autopilot and traffic aware cruise control. Now, it'll be nice to have a chime to say that, guys, you're still on TACC, so be careful. So that chime will be useful. We'll see how that is. And these are the things that we have. The range display has been modified to show a better real world range, and then alternative navigation routes are available only for China. The side repeaters are always on only in Japan, so we do not have all those things. So this is what we have, and let's test this out right now. Alright, now let's look at the add stops feature or the navigation improvement, which is basically waypoints. So let's do that. Let's go to navigate, and let's navigate to I think we can navigate to Kayama. There's an Indian restaurant that we visited over the weekend. We'll go to Kayama first, and then from Kayama I would love to go to let's say Gerringong Bakery. Very beautiful spot. Okay, right, okay, Gerringong, and then it goes to Kayama. So it wants to go to Gerringong Bakery first. Okay, now from there, let's say Naura Showgrounds. Right, so okay, I see what is happening here. I know I don't have charge. I only have 101 kilometers, but yeah, no range anxiety, guys. We all know that there are more than enough chargers everywhere. So I see what's happening here. Now let's break this down. So you notice that we added Kiama first, and then we added Gerringong, and then we added Nowra. Now I would have loved for the car to choose the route of least resistance or least distance. So in this case, the car does not intelligently think that from Shell Harbour it could go to Kiama first and then to Gerringong and then to Nowra. Doesn't want to do that. It actually wants to do the other way around. So it wants to go to Nowra first and then to Gerringong and then to Kiama. You see what's happening there? Nowra, then Gerringong, then Kiama. We don't want that to happen. It would have been ideal if the car intelligently chose to go to Kiama first, which is the closest, and then to Gerringong after, and then Nowra. That is how we want to plan this, isn't it? We want it to be en route, so to speak. So I want to go to Nowra, and I want to add Kiama and Gerringong en route. Let's see if we can do that. Okay, let's go to Nowra first. So we chose to go to Nowra, so we're going all the way down there. And now if I add Gerringong next, and then if I add Kiama, will it intelligently choose to go there? No, it doesn't want to. So it wants to go to do it this way. So it doesn't intelligently choose it. So it goes to oh no, it does. Okay. So we have to choose it in that order. So the recent one will be the one which will come first, and then after that will be the next route, which is from there to I need to close that. Yeah, from there to Gerringong and then to Nowra. So it would not intelligently choose it by itself. I would love that improvement to come. So we will raise this with Tesla. Okay, that's something that needs to be fixed. But even so, having waypoints is a good thing. I sort of like this that way, and when you click on that, it shows which. So this is the whole trip, and now it also shows the north up, and then go into guidance, and you can change to it said leg there, and then to trip. So you can change that the way you want it to display there. That's pretty good. Now let's check the next one. If we go into Autopilot, and if you scroll up, so traffic aware cruise control chime is on now. We can disable that if you want to, but I like to keep that enabled because it's really good to have that. So that is pretty good. So of course people have asked me this question in the past videos as well. I do have FSD in this Tesla Model 3, so I do have these extra stuff that's going on here. So that is 2. Okay, the next one is if you want to change language, you need to go into display, and here you'll see the touchscreen language and the voice recognition language. If you click here, you can change from English into Espanol and so on and so forth. There are multiple languages here, so forth in the voice recognition as well. So that is that. And then the weather improvements have been there as well. Alright, let's do one more Autopilot test and demo with the Yoke Steering Wheel. Many people have been asking this question as well. I'm hoping that the Yoke Steering Wheel is reasonably visible. Yeah, it's reasonably visible. That's all good. Let's do a trip to Dapto Mall. I'm right now in Shell Harbour. We're going to drive off to Dapto Mall, do some grocery shopping there. Let's do this. Actually, before that, I think it'll be good to do a quick test inside the parking lot. So doing short maneuvers and short curves. So I did have to cross my hand a little bit there, isn't it? Let's see if I have to take this short curve. Yeah, that's that. If I want to take one more. Okay. Now let's say I want to turn right from here. Okay, then it does. If it is these short kind of stints, if it's a long drive, straight road, Autopilot really takes over. But in these short kind of trips, it does need a little bit more effort. It's not, it needs a little bit more effort, more so than effort. I think it needs a little getting used to. You see, I had to sort of really change my angle of the the steering position a little bit. Let's try and go this way. So if I use two hands, I think it's not too bad. And then if I turn again, okay. Right, so these kind of short drives, you do need a little bit of effort. Till now I've been just using the autopilot, and so I did not need so much effort. But this one does need a little bit extra. Okie dokie, no worries, no worries. Let's go down here. Let's do one more. Okay, I think the more I do this, the better it would be, I think. There you go. Let's try and take this exit like so. Right, switching hands. Yeah. If I have both my hands on the wheel, you see, then it sort of my hand is sort of hanging in the air. Okay. Now let's see how it is to handle a sharp 90-degree left turn. I did do a 90-degree left turn demo in the past as well. We'll go in, and I want to do a 360-degree turn as well, and we'll see how that works. We'll see if that is better. We'll do a small roundabout, and we'll do a slightly larger roundabout after that, and do a unprotected right turn as well, and see if that makes any difference in the way we handle with the yoke steering wheel. First up is the 90-degree left turn. Okay, not too bad. Okie dokie, that's not too bad. Okay. Now let's get into this left, and then come back again. Okay, now that I've driven in this place for a couple of minutes, it seems more natural. Of course, the more I drive with the yoke, the more used to I will become, I suppose, with the way I maneuver in these spots. It's going to become second nature. It's same like using the normal steering wheel. So it will become second nature eventually, but for now, it does need a little getting used to. Now there is a 360-degree turn I want to do. There is a roundabout right about here. Let's try that. So taking this left turn, yeah, I had to give a little bit more effort there, and that is the roundabout. Let's do a 360-degree, and let's sort of exit out straight. Let's do a 360 over here. Let's see how this works. Okie dokie. So that is that. Okay. So by second nature, I have to use the other hand as well. It's a little bit of an awkward position, isn't it? All right. Okay. It's not terrible, but again, it does need a little getting used to for sure. So that's the 360-degree turn that we did. Of course, with autopilot enabled, everything is an absolute breeze. Now I want to take this left. So this is an unprotected left. Sorry, it's right. I meant to say right. So I want to take this right. Okay, it's a 90-degree right with an incline as well. Okay, that was not terrible, but I'm not sure if I'm going to get some sort of shoulder bursitis or something with these kind of maneuvers. Yeah, it does need a little getting used to for sure. I agree. If you enable autopilot, of course, then things really change radically. Okay, now this is a slightly larger type of a roundabout. Let's go around this roundabout and come out the other side. So 360 degrees, or we could do a 180. There you go. Okay, 180 is easy. Let's continue on and do a 360. All right, just go down that way and then come this way, and yeah, and take this left. I want to try a 3-point turn as well. Let's see how a 3-point turn would be. Let's take this right, get into this lane. Okay, there you go. Okay, first things first, before we do the 3-point turn, I want to demo a parallel parking with the yoke steering wheel. We'll have that there, and then right here. So that does show. Now this is scary. I'm going to be super careful now because I doubt the car would see this. No, that is scary, all right. Okay, without auto park, if I want to do this as a manual parking. Okay, that is super scary. Okay, maybe I should not have intervened. I got a little scared. I should not have intervened, I suppose, but yep. So parallel parking, okay, that was interesting to say the least. Okay, now let's say if I want to do a 3-point turn, there are no cars here, so I think we're reasonably okay to do a 3-point turn here. So this is where we want to do the 3-point turn. Okay, go there, reverse. Oh, see, that's my second nature. I want to look for the wheel there. Right, okay, this does need a little getting used to. All right, so okay, I could manage this, but second nature, I'm looking for the top end of the wheel there. Okay, this is not a bad video. I think we're getting a lot of data points for people who are looking to go down the yoke path. There are questions being asked about the legality of this. Now, if you know more details, please do share it. As far as I could find, on ADR, it only talks about the steering wheel to be on the right side of the car, and the steering wheel's width must be 330 millimeters, and there must be active protection for the driver by way of airbags, which is already there. So those things are there, and there's no talk about the steering wheel shape. So the yoke steering wheel is not technically a problematic thing here in Australia, so we're just waiting for more details of the same. I was going to just install this and then sort of remove this, but the more I use it, the more I'm loving the yoke steering wheel. So I'm going to keep this for now. I'm going to explore this more to see if there's any problems with the legality of having a yoke steering wheel. Fingers crossed on this one, because I like this much. I don't want to remove this. As you saw in my installation video, this is practically plug and play. Only a couple of steps, only one step, the removing of the screw and the tightening of the screw, which was difficult, but I think I've sort of figured that out now too, so that's not too bad. Now, this is not going to be an autopilot challenge. I'm going to do some sort of manual drive here to see if we can get more data points for people who want to drive using a yoke steering wheel as opposed to using the autopilot. I'll do a little bit of autopilot testing as well, but so we've done two of the 360-degree turns, a 3-point turn, and a parallel parking, which I sort of botched because I tried to use autopilot and I got scared and I disabled that. So yep, right, I switched the camera position because I wanted to show more of the yoke steering wheel. I'll do less of autopilot because already the autopilot test is done. In the latter part of this video, I did the early morning test and that is there, so we'll just link that. So now I'm going to do more of the yoke steering wheel manual driving. So that was not too bad to negotiate. That was a roundabout as well, so that was not too bad to negotiate. This one may be a little difficult because it is a a right turn in a roundabout, and the roundabout is not a small roundabout at that. I could use autopilot. In my previous videos I have demoed that this autopilot the autopilot does negotiate this turn as well, but this time I'm going to drive manually and see, because there is a traffic light in front, there is a traffic light on the other side of the roundabout, so right about there is another traffic light there, so I have to go and stop there. So this is going to be interesting. Let's see. Let's do this two-handed. Okay, two-handed till now. Alrighty. And over here I need to take the left lane, and I have to take the exit here. So this was a complex kind of a turn in the roundabout as well, so not bad. It was not really strenuous. Because the car is on autopilot right now, but it'll come to a halt over there. When we come there, we'll stop there. Okay, taking it out of autopilot. So in this instance, I'm taking the inner radius of the roundabout to take this and go 360, and we'll get out there. Alrighty. Let's commence the autopilot test. Double tap. Get this down. As always, we'll have the cameras enabled so you can see what's happening. You can see the route there. I'll push this away as well so that is clearly seen. It's not a massive downpour, but it's definitely raining. So far so good. Even the lane keeping has been slightly better. I guess that's because there is a follow car. Sorry guys, I forgot to add the second camera. It should be active now. It has been uneventful thus far, just that nag, and as I mentioned in my previous yoke review video as well, even a minor shake takes you out of the autopilot nag with the yoke steering wheel on. There are multiple things that Tesla has solved that we as customers have asked for. I wish they will solve this problem as well with regards to the rear camera it always gets fogged, even when there's a mild rain, when there is mud and stuff like that. There must be a way to protect this. Maybe have a small little ledge on top so that it protects. So far so good. So I think this was a good test. What do you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Do watch my other 2 videos of the Yoke Steering Wheel as well. I think all in all, I'm starting to like this. I'll check up about the legality of this. It's well constructed. I'm really starting to dig the Yoke Steering Wheel. I do have a long trip planned for the end of December. Hopefully, though the COVID situation is not terrible and I can travel, I'll make another interesting extended long interstate video once that happens. Fingers crossed on that one. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in another interesting video very soon. Do click on that subscribe button and also click on that bell icon to get notifications of my videos as soon as they drop. At the time of filming this video, I am nearly reaching 7,000 subscribers, and it is a very, very humbling experience. If you have not subscribed, please do click on the subscribe button to support the channel as well. I'll be making more of these interesting videos. There are 2 automated electronic frunk videos coming up very soon. That should be on my channel within the next week or so. And I'm also changing the tail lamps to a beautiful eagle tail lamps with an animation as well, which is really, really beautiful. I'll be doing a step-by-step instruction of how to install that, and also do a test of that in my channel. So loads and loads of DIY stuff coming up, and also testing and all of that other stuff coming up as well. We do road trips as well, so these things would be on my channel. So do click on the subscribe button and click on the bell icon. I'll see you guys in another interesting video very soon. Until then, this is Nash from Tesla and the Gong signing off. Peace.